Welcome back, everyone. There seems to be some more iPhone 12 different leaks and things coming out, and it's like the more and more things and news we get, the more disappointed everyone kind of gets. And I kind of saw this coming, I'll be completely honest. I probably knew this was going to happen, but basically, what's going on in all these articles, I'm going to go ahead and post a random article on the screen. I don't know where it's from or who it's from, but give them credit, whoever it is. And pretty much what they're saying is that all the rumors and leaks are pointing to be that the iPhone 12s are going to have the same size notch as the iPhone 11s, the 10s, the 10s's, like all those phones from before. They're going to have the same size notch, which I think is pretty crazy in my opinion. I mean, when you look at a phone like the iPhone 10, it doesn't even look that old, but when you look at a phone like the Galaxy S20 and all these other phones, it's pretty crazy to see why, what in the world is Apple thinking? You know what I mean? And at first I was like, okay, well, like, it's not that big of a deal because, like, the iPhone 10's panel really isn't that bad. But, like, you look at a phone like the Google Pixel 4a, how is Google at that price point of $350 able to make that screen, able to make that good of a phone, in my opinion, for that low of a price? Whereas on an iPhone 12, yeah, they increased the price. Yeah, the build quality is better. It feels much more premium. It has wireless charging at least and all that stuff. But they're not costing $350. Those things are going to be costing $1,000, probably more than $1,000 for those Pro and Pro Max models. So it's crazy to see that Apple is probably going to end up, keeping that same notch. Now, changing the chassis and all that stuff will be great. I think that's going to be awesome. Having the flat sides is really cool. But that's still pretty insane that they would end up keeping the same size notch on the front. I think it's not like irresponsible, but it's just so weird. Why would they do that? It makes absolutely no sense. They have so much money, they have so many resources to make a really powerful phone. And if this iPhone 12 isn't like a crazy new, not even a crazy new design, of course the flat sides are going to be really cool. But if they don't decrease that notch on the front, there's going to be some huge problems. I don't think people are going to like it as much because, like I said before, and I've said this 1 billion times, visual changes are the most important changes for a majority of the consumers. I personally, I would kind of be okay with this notch being the same if they increase the battery size like a crazy amount. But it doesn't even seem like they're going to increase the battery size either. It's looking like they're going to be smaller, which is going to be even crazier. But when the consumer and the person goes to the Apple Store, goes online, like I said before, and they compare their current iPhone 11 Pro or their iPhone 10 to an iPhone 12, they're going to be looking at it at the front, and they're going to be like, well, it looks almost exactly the same. Like the screen looks exactly the same. Yeah, okay, it has better cameras, it has a squared off edge, but you can't really tell that from the computer screen or from a video. When you hold it, you can kind of tell. So I think, like I said before, when you look at a phone like the Pixel 4a, that's why that was so, surprising to a lot of people, because they were able to see that, wow, going from the 3A or even the Pixel 4 to the 4A, that's a pretty big difference because of that hole punch display. And if Apple were to do something in that kind of same realm, I think, a ton of people would end up buying it. Now, obviously, they're not going to listen to me. Their phones have already probably been made, so they're not going to go back and, remake those phones just because I'm saying something. But I'm just saying, I don't think a lot of people are probably going to end up buying at least the more expensive models, the cheaper models, the iPhone 12 and the 12 mini, whatever they're going to call. I think that probably has legs. I think those will probably end up selling extremely well, in my opinion, whether they have a huge notch or not. I mean, I don't think a lot of people care about it on that budget sense. But for those more premium models, that's where things are a little bit different. That's when people need to go and be like, okay, well, it doesn't really look too much different than my current iPhone 12, so why would I end up changing it? So it's the same thing, bro. It's just so crazy. I just really hope Apple goes ahead and actually changes the notch on at least the more expensive models. And I really, really hope they don't decrease the battery size. If they decrease the battery size on any of these models, I'll be so sad. That's something that is just so petty of them to do. But if more news breaks about the iPhone 12, best believe I'm going to talk about it. But that's really pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button on me so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys can hit that. Also, check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.